Who doesn't love a good Daging Masak Kicap? Today I'll be making a version that is similar to stew. It's going to be meaty, it's got root vegetables, and it's perfect eaten on a rainy afternoon. Beef is an excellent source of protein and iron. As you can see, I've chosen to use a leaner cut of meat, which means it's less fatty, but that would also cause it to be chewier. So the trick is to cook it low and slow. To our beef, I'm going to add some Maggi liquid seasoning. About 1/4 teaspoon should be more than enough. Okay. Now we give it a good stir. And we'll set it aside for 30 minutes to marinate. Whilst we wait for our beef to marinate, let's make the gravy. First, let's add some dark soy sauce, about a tablespoon's worth, followed by a tablespoon of light soy sauce, and then a tablespoon of oyster sauce, a tablespoon of ketchup, and finally 300 ml of plain water. Stir it well and then set it aside. In here we have 5 cloves of garlic, 5 shallots, and about an inch of ginger. Once our beef is marinated, we can then add it to a preheated crock pot with a little bit of oil. Okay, we can let it sear on one side before flipping it over and let it brown nicely. Now that our beef is nice and brown, we can transfer it to a separate bowl. Now remember our pounded ingredients. We can now add it to the same crock pot that we cooked the beef in. And to that we add a tablespoon of chili paste, half a Maggi chicken stock cube, 2 cinnamon sticks, just break before going in, and some star anise. Now let's stir it all up. We can now add our seared beef back into the same crock pot. And then to that, mix in our gravy. Next, I'm going to cut my vegetables. Carrot. You want to cut it into chunks. Put them aside. And I have 3 potatoes, skin on, also cut into similar sized chunks. This is so that it will cook evenly. Now that everything is in, we can cover the lid, let it simmer for about an hour or until the beef is tender. Once the beef is soft, you're done. One final addition is to add our tomato wedges and onion rings. Now the reason why I add this last is so that it remains crunchy and it retains its shape. It doesn't get too soggy. Pinch of salt, a dash of sugar. Perfect. Okay. Ready to eat. You can either have it on its own or serve with a side of rice and greens.